Hi friends and anomaly hunters alike, thanks for joining me again. Jean here on post, bringing you more Mars anomalies out of Proctor Dune Field on Mars, looking at some strange architecture and odds and ends. The high-rise photograph we're analysing here again is called Proctor Crater Dune Field, and there's a crop from the merged RGB colour strip, courtesy of the high-rise team. And we're going to be checking out the anomalies scattered throughout this dune field. There you can read about the dunes and how they formed and how they are being monitored. This area has been scanned a couple of times by the high-rise team. Acquired on the 10th of June 2007 at a resolution of 25 centimeters per pixel. We're going to be using the 28.2 centimeters per pixel with 1.1 binning as our scale reference. There's a crop from the black and white low-res JPEG. The anomalies we're going to be checking out are located here in the north, as well as between these huge dunes. This region is located 47.04 degrees south, 30.67 degrees east, and it's in this northern part of Proctor Dune Field. First anomaly we're checking out is right there, and I estimate that multi-sided object to have straight edges of about 8 to 6 meters in length. Zoom in on it, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides to it, and this side's partially buried in sand. And it seems to be standing on top of this lighter area here. Maybe that was disturbed recently. The other anomaly, way out of whack, nothing else like it. I think this is the first time I feature an anomaly that looks like this. It's a little square cube, about 8 meters per side, and then it's got a little triangle on the top. Whether it consists of multiple parts or whether this is a square cube with this triangle carved into the top surface, I'm not sure, but check out that. Totally unnatural in my opinion. Next anomaly looks like a piece of metal plate or something like it. I'm not sure what this could be. Check out that crescent shaped object over there with a little dome on it. So let's zoom in on this rectangular piece over here. I estimate the long side to be about 12 to 15 meters long, and the narrower side over here, that I estimate to be about 8 meters long. So check that out. We've got nice straight edges, and if this was photographed directly from the top, I'm sure this would be a 90-degree angle over there. Some type of wreckage, maybe some debris. Don't know what that is, but also doesn't look like a typical boulder or rock. Check out this, another plectrum or pumpkin seed shaped object. This is another huge object we're checking out over here. I estimate it to be about 20 meters long and about 18 meters wide. And you can also see it's got these edges that come up to an apex over there. And then this irregular object, like a T shape to it. It's got a little hole in it right there. Very unusual as well. The anomalies that follow out of Proctor Dune Field remind me of this huge megalithic object in Vilcabamba, the lost megalithic city of the Inca. To quote, there we find massive stone structures that defy logic and curious knobs present on the megalithic stones. Check that out over there. This is a huge object. I reckon it's about 5 to 6 meters tall, and about 12 to 15 meters wide. And check out the megalithic knobs or features on it. So there's the first one, and this piece is about 20 meters long and about 14 meters wide, and right there on it we have a protrusion or knob. So very, very unusual. Got this rounded edge over here, and then nice rounded edge over there too. Check out that protrusion right there in the center of this triangular part. Another huge object over there, that's about 15 meters long by about 12 meters wide, and again is that little protrusion or hole that's been cut into it. Check that out, very close to the center, and then straight edges to it again, rounded sides over here. So not a typical boulder or rock, in my humble opinion. There's another piece that's about 15 meters long by about 12 meters wide, and right there we've got another protrusion casting that shadow at the symmetrical rounded side over here, straight edge. Another piece like it, a little bit smaller though. This is about 12 meters tall by about 8 meters wide, and it's got a rounded side again, straight edge through there, 90-degree angle with a protrusion right there through the center line. Another piece like it. This seems to be a very common architectural design. I've featured many of these in previous videos. There's another piece that's got that shape. This one here, that's about 15 to 16 meters long and about 8 meters wide, and it's got a nice straight edge over here, 90-degree angle there, that rounded corner. So check this out, another one of these that are shaped like this, very unusual, with smaller parts or items on top. Check this piece out, very unusual as well, and it's massive. That's about 20 meters long by about 12 meters wide. It's also got unusual angles to it. Check this out, this piece coming off to the right. I don't know how these could form naturally. I can understand if a thin slab of some sort breaks up, but then you'd expect that break to be right through. This looks as if it's been manufactured somehow. Do let me know in the comments below what you guys and girls make of these anomalies. Check this one out, partially covered in sand over there to the left. That's about 18 meters wide and about 12 meters across. And what makes this one really unusual is this protrusion on the one side. It's definitely elevated off the surface as well. That piece there is about 2 to 3 meters across. Another one of these strange objects that looks like an escape pod. Not that they are, but check that out. That's about, I'd say, 18 meters across and about 6 or 7 meters wide. And the little hole or protrusion over there, that's about a meter, meter and a half across. Check at the two parallel sides over here, 90-degree angles there, and then a rounded side over here, like the tombstone type anomalies that are featured in the past. There's another piece almost similar, just a bit shorter, and that's about 8 by 10 meters, and that little protrusion off to the one side is about 2 meters across. Check that out, two parallel sides again. We've got a rounded side over here. And then the following anomalies remind me of these balancing rocks of Vietnam, and also the megalithic blocks and stones that have been stacked on top of one another. Check that one out. There's a little triangular object on top of a larger base structure, and I'd say each side of this triangle is about 8 meters in length, and it's got a nice rounded apex. Check that out, rather artificial looking as well. There to the right we've got two megalithic slabs, a smaller narrower one on top of the larger piece at the bottom. This one on top is placed 45 degrees to the base over here, and also we've got 90-degree angles going on over here, guys. Multiple layers again. There's another little triangular object, rather unusual structure underneath. The little triangle, I'd say each side is about 6 meters in length. Check out this little dome over here, 12 meters across. There's another little dome-like shape over there. So check this out. Each side is about 6 meters in length over here. Straight edges. Check out this unusual piece here. Also has a little triangular part sticking out to the right on top of another piece that's got this rounded edge to it. Multiple layers over here. These definitely look stacked one on top of the other. Check out the unusual anomalies over here in this part of the photograph. So the first item we're looking at there, that's about 15 meters long by about 8 meters wide, and it's split through the one side. Now we've got another one of these hexagon shaped objects, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides to it. A little protrusion over there in the center. Yeah, towards the right, another one of these rectangular megalithic slabs or blocks. Check out the protrusions or knobs, how they've been placed on top of that side. With straight edges to this piece. Looks like a little triangular protrusion. Check out those dark spots arranged in a triangle. And then that rectangular block or slab there, 90-degree angles to it. All these pieces have got some symmetry in them. Check out the placement of these objects. I'd say that piece over there, that's about 14 meters wide, and that rounded protrusion or knob over there, that's about 5 meters in diameter. Now let's check that up close. There's straight edges over here in this piece as well, and then these smaller parts stacked on top in a triangular pattern. Now we've got another crescent shaped object to the top. Here we're checking out this disc-like object over there, which has a diameter of about 12 meters, like most of the others I've featured in the past. And that circular dome on top has a diameter of about 4 to 5 meters. The perfect circular shape to it, partially covered in sand, which seems to be pushed up to the bottom left. very similar to those that I featured in the past that appear to have come in from the top right through down to the bottom left from an easterly to westerly direction. Very strange phenomenon. Another one with multiple stacked objects on it. This is about 14 meters wide, and that dome-like feature on the top is about 4 to 5 meters across. Check that out. Rather unusual again that this is very close to the center, almost on top of that ridge line going through there. Another semicircular object over here to the left, and then on the straight edge right in the center we've got that little protrusion. That straight edge is about 12 meters in length. Check that out, this is about 12, a rounded side to it. Right there in the center of the straight edge we've got that protrusion of about 1.5 to 2 meters across. Over here we're looking at that square megalithic slab or block, and in its center it also has a protrusion or knob. Each side of this object is about, let's see, 12 meters in length. Got straight edges to it. Right there in the center we've got something going on there, casting that shadow. Here we've got a little square structure with something sticking out to the right over there, and that piece is about 6 to 7 meters long. It's got like this oval shape to it. I know that could form in nature. Maybe this is also artificial in nature. Coming right out there of this one side. That's it for these strange structures found in Proctor Dune Field. In the last episode, we'll take a look at the remaining odds and ends in Proctor Dune Field. So do stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Hope you found it informative and interesting. Give your thumbs up, give it a like, share it, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to, remember to hit the notifications bell. That way you'll be informed as soon as I upload my next video. So thanks again. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye for now.